Financial wellness. Reach out to them for advice at 855-DON-GINO. And now back to your hosts, Don Getling and Gino Franti.
And when you have the experience like Gino and I have and all the professionals, America's Professional Resource Group, one deal is not going to make or break us. So our goal is to give you quality advice, whether it means no, don't take action, or take action, or reach out to this person who's going to help you with that. That's our goal, is really guiding you down the right path.
So small example, right? Here's a little example. We had a client reach out to us yesterday that is a very sharp person, and he says, well, listen, I don't want a 15-year fix. I don't want a 30-year fix. I want a 15-year fix, or I want a 10-year fixed. And I'm like, well, we're looking at a jumbo loan here. And they're like, well, yeah, but that's what I want. I want a 10-year fixed. Well, I happen to have enough financial knowledge to know that we're in an inverse yield market right now, and that the longer end of the curve is flatter. And what that means is 30-year rates are lower than 10-year or 15 rates only in the jumbo market. So if you were looking for Fannie or Freddie or things like that. So ultimately, we're moving this person into a longer term, into the 30-year. Now, obviously, that means more interest over the time, but with a lower rate. So we're going to tell them what their payment needs to be so they still achieve the shorter term, but they saved 0.1% in interest rate by just taking a different product.
Therefore, less interest being paid, which is what our goal is to help all of you pay less interest.
But if all they did was call around different mortgage companies and just ask for 10-year fixed pricing, they would have lost out on the same.
Yeah, they just get rate quoters, not strategists.
Exactly.
Okay, so again, go to aprgi.com. And also, join us here at the studio. We have our custom-built studio right here at Skyline Home Loans on Turney Road in Valencia, and it's called the Vault Media Studio. You can join us by going to donandgino.com, donandgino.com, and you can see I have a beautiful Christmas tie-on, and Gino decided not to be festive today.
Oh, bah humbug. You know, Mr. Holiday here, right? We joke about Don's Mr. Holiday. He celebrates Columbus Day. He celebrates all kinds of weird holidays, things you don't even know are on the calendar.
That's right. I'll come in on St. Patty's Day as a leprechaun, or as Taylor said, on Columbus Day, I showed up in a boat.
It's not that crazy, but just about. There's nothing wrong with that, though, Don. We enjoy that. And you do rub off on me a little bit. You've gotten me to go along with some of your shenanigans over the years.
Actually, you should check out our holiday card. It is awesome. I got the whole crew, and actually most jumped in. Like, I didn't have to really push hard. Gino, I do. But we had the entire crew, all 25 of us, in a great Christmas photo. You can find out more by going to SantaClaritaHomeLoan.com, SantaClaritaHomeLoan.com, or go to our Facebook page, Skyline Valencia, I think. Skyline Home Loan Valencia.
And we have a hashtag. Does that thing work now?
Yeah, hashtag SCV Holiday. Go to Facebook and go to SCV Holiday. Skyline Holiday.
Skyline Holiday.
Yeah. There it is.
Hashtag Skyline Holiday. We're new to this whole hashtag
170 pictures from our holiday party. Over 150, 200 people showed up for a holiday party. Great pics. We had a social media guy here that helps everybody with selfies, and the selfies are a blast. You should see these things again on hashtag Skyline Holiday. Fun stuff.
All right, Don. Enough housekeeping. Let's talk some business. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. What happened this week that was just absolutely different than everything that's happened in 8 years?
Yeah. First time since 2008. So
which really means it's the first time we've seen a change in direction for almost a decade.
That's true. Exactly. So the Fed, they control interest rates in one way, basically short-term interest rates, which you're paying on your credit cards, which you're paying on your cars, which you're paying on equity lines.
Equity lines of credit is probably the number one item.
Exactly. So we're going to explain. There's a big deal. Of course, the media is going to jump all over this. Rates are going up. Rates are going up. Rates are going up. Look out, look out, look out, because they're going to sensationalize it to attract you to the TV. Okay. So that's why you listen to the Don and Gino Show, and you also go to nrecafe.com, because that's where we give a daily video blog on what's really happening. The media, a lot of times, they don't even know what they're talking about. They're just marketing companies.
They're reading a script.
So this quarter point, they raised it a whole 0.25% for the first time. Now, there's a lot of factors that will tell about the economy. We'll go more into that. But before we go to break, we want to let you know that 0.25% means nothing.
Yep.
Nothing. So we did some numbers.
A blip
here.
On the radar.
If you had an equity line of $100,000, pretty big loan.
Yeah, good size equity line.
Yeah. And if you say you were at a 5% rate, your payment's for $416 a month. And if it went to 5.25%, oh no!
Oh.
You're going to pay $437. Your payment went up 21%.
Less than your Starbucks budget.
Or if it was a car loan, your payment would go on a 4-year loan at $20,000. Your car loan would go from at 5% go from $460 to $463.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
So,
not catastrophic at all. The only thing I want to know about that equation is where'd you get a car loan for $20,000? What kind of cars do they have for $20,000 these days? Which actually brings us into the next segment. We're going to talk a lot about inflation.
Okay. Inflation. We're going to talk about how this affects retail and some opportunities. This is a key thing. When you have interest rates changing, so much going on in our economy today, oil prices and so much, a lot of people are woe is me, but what's really fun is Gino and I are investors also. This creates a lot of opportunity. A lot of you go, oh, the stock market went down. Oh, the oil's gone down. Oh, blah, blah, blah. There's so many factors that this can give you actually opportunities.
Yeah, it's going to be the same old thing as we saw with real estate. Buy when there's blood in the streets, right? There's fear in the markets. When there's fear in the markets, it's time to buy.
All right. So when we come back, we're going to debunk some of those myths about rising interest rates, where we're at with the economy, is it good for retail, and some opportunities for you to think about that can change your life. When you come back to the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show.